Vincent from Vitruvian Help. Today I'm going to take you through the Glute 1 routine. So with this routine, you need a kettlebell or resistance band and a booty band. The exercises are back on couch extension, banded abductions, Frankensteins, and kettlebell or banded deadlifts. So let's get started.
So to get started with this routine, you're going to use your back on the bench. You're going to pull the belly in as tight as you can and then go down and up. Objective is to get your bum to touch the floor, but you'll notice here Constance is really focused on pulling her abdominals in as tight as she can. Now if you wanted to advance this, you could do single legs, but for this video we're only going to do both at the same time. And at 30 seconds we're then going to pause at the top, pull the belly back in, and then knees touch together. And notice the feet stay apart, knees touch, and then push out as wide as you can. Knees together and out. To get the most out of the glute med, you want to have your knee, hip, and shoulder in line. So have yourself at 180 degrees or horizontal. Now, when you're pushing your knees out as wide as you can, the resistance of the band will kick in, but just notice that your hips should not drop. That's the key focus here. Then, once 30 seconds has arrived, you'll stand up, place the band around your knees for the Frankenstein. So you're literally just walking out, pushing your feet out as wide as you can, and walking as far forward as you can. Or as we also like to call it, the zombie, because you're going to feel your glutes and be like, oh. Then, once you've done about 10 steps, then go backwards, pushing it out as wide as you can. You'll notice here with Constance, her toes are starting to turn out. These are the glutes that are starting to fatigue. Pause, turn the feet back in. So ideally you want your toes slightly turned in. This is to disadvantage the glutes to make them work harder. Great. Then when time's passed, take the band off your ankles and you'll come over to the deadlift. So for this, you can either use a band or a kettlebell. We'll do 3 reps with the band. So with the band, same setup as you just saw with the kettlebell, feet hip width apart. So your feet apply the resistance. The wider the stance, the harder it is with the band, and deadlift. So you'll hinge from the hips and come all the way up. So push your hips back as far as you can, and then push them all the way up. Good. Now if you have a kettlebell, we recommend doing this instead, because it's going to offer more resistance. So all the way down, pushing the hips back. The idea is to get the kettlebell in line with your heels. So we're keeping the spine here nice and straight. So the angle here in the spine is nice and straight before coming back up. Now with the deadlift, you'll probably find that you can perform an extra 30 seconds. So if you're doing 30 seconds for each routine, you'll probably do this one for a minute. And that's the glute 1. Enjoy.